The chair recognizes the gentlelady from Florida for Ms. Castor for 5 minutes.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and Mr. Chairman and colleagues. I think I have a little bit of good news, but the committee would probably need to investigate it further. I was contacted by a Florida company yesterday, Nephron Pharmaceuticals Corporation, the CEO, Lou Kennedy, Lou has written a letter to, I suggested she send a letter to all of the committee members, and so this may have arrived in your offices as well. And what they've informed me is that Nephron Pharmaceuticals will be bringing to market an over-the-counter alternative to Primatene Mist. It will be known as Asthmanefrin. Nephron is a Florida-based company in the Orlando area that specializes in manufacturing inhalation respiratory solutions, and they've in the past and other products manufactured over 1 billion doses of life-saving medication just over the past 2 years. Asthmanefrin will provide temporary relief of bronchial asthma and will not contain CFCs. The product is going to be on the shelves in Walmart's and CVS drugstores in August, and then it will be introduced to other retail and drugstores by the end of the year. There will be, I think, committee investigation maybe. This does have the epinephrine in it that a lot of the medical community does not like, but now it does appear that there is a CFC-free over-the-counter option that will be made available shortly, and this could be a solution. They write that Asthmanefrin will not only provide treatment to those with bronchial asthma, but will meet the EPA guidelines regarding ozone-depleting materials. It's a preservative and sulfite-free and will allow those that self-medicate to purchase at a cost-effective price. I understand the market's need for an over-the-counter medication for the treatment of bronchial asthma, and I would like you to understand that my company is providing a solution to this problem. So I'll ask unanimous consent that the correspondence from Lou Kennedy, Chief Executive Officer of Nephron Pharmaceuticals, be entered into the record. And I'll yield the balance of my time to Ranking Member Waxman.
Without objection.
Jack, but I would like to see the information.
Mr. Chairman and my colleagues, this particular company, as did all the companies involved in this area, knew since 2008 that they had to look for an alternative to the CFC that was being used. And all these different companies that make these inhalants made their move and made their investments to comply with the law. The company that makes Primatene knew they were going to have to phase out as well, and they asked for another year. 2010, they asked for another year, so they got another year to 2011, and they still didn't have their alternative. Now, is it fair to all the companies that did what they should be doing, or this company in Florida that's making a product, to see one other company that didn't comply with the law get special treatment? I want to respond to Mr. Burgess. He's worried about hearing from FDA. FDA had to make a decision whether it was essential to have this drug, and they decided it's no longer essential to have Primatene Mist on the shelves. But if you want to know the scientific view, I think you ought to be more persuaded by the host of medical organizations that oppose this bill. The American Thoracic Society, the American Lung Association, Mothers of Asthmatics. Those are people who work day in and day out with people who have asthma. And they don't want this Primatene product to be back on the market. It's not on the market. They don't want it back on the market. They think that the new drugs that are complying with the CFC laws are not just complying with that environmental requirement, but are making better products, and they don't want people to self-medicate. Dr. Burgess can self-medicate. He knows a lot about what's going on, but someone else who hasn't seen a doctor really doesn't know what's happening. They may think this drug is going to help them when, in fact, it's going to hurt them. And that's just, to me, a reason why we should now go and put a drug back on the market to help the manufacturers sell off the remaining inventory. I thank the gentlelady for yielding to.